Just want to make sure this is up and going, and it is. Welcome everybody to the first race of the season. We are racing here tonight at Talladega for the first Cup Series race. Just gonna pull this up, and there we go. We're gonna do some interviews tonight. Just before we get going, they're gonna be starting in about 10 minutes or so, Eastern Standard Time, so around 9:30. Butters will be sending out the invites into the race. Bass, how are you, buddy? Fucking glad to see you out tonight. We're gonna first send our invite. We're gonna hopefully try to get the main man Butters into this chat. We talk to Butters right now. Butters will be driving the 41 for Stuart Haas, so the Cole Custer car, which is gonna be back here. Schedule. Just getting ready to get on, you know, and going about in 10 minutes or so. Yep, yeah, man, it's gonna be a fun season. Lots of talent, lots of hard drivers. Definitely gonna be a big swing for everybody right now. They're saying it's in the Discord. What is the season schedule? Let's go all the way up. Okay. So the Cup schedule, if this wants to open up for me, I just messaged Butters to join the chat. Whenever he does that, that is up to him. I need to pull this over. I know you guys are probably seeing fucking blank screen, that's alright. Okay, that's pulled over. So the first race of the season for the Cobra Kai Season 2 Cup schedule is at Talladega. Then we're going to go to Phoenix, Atlanta, Mid-Ohio, Homestead, Darlington, Indianapolis Road Course, Las Vegas, Pocono, Bristol Motor Speedway, Auto Club, Daytona, and Kansas, finishing out the season. The playoffs is a 1 playoff round and then right into the championship 4. We're going to go at Martinsville for the night race, the Charlotte Roval, and Michigan as the final race in the round of 1 of, I don't know how many drivers make it, but, and then the final race is at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Coca-Cola 300. So I just messaged Butters as well. We're going to try to get him Butters in here. Yeah, Brosi, everybody, hey, it was a tough race. That's understandable. It's going to be a tough season, and a lot of good drivers out there. Who else are captains? If I can't get, there's Butters.
Yeah, what's up, Chewy?
All right, Butters, captain of the Stuart Haas team.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about this season? How do you think it's going to go?
I'm pretty optimistic. I mean, I got some good, strong guys. I kind of got lucky with where these guys fell to me. You know, I got
you got Jacob,
Schmitty. Yeah, I got RJ Schmitty and Jacob. So
and Ballstick. Like those are Ballstick and Jacob were two big names last season in the Xfinity for their first Cobra Kai season. So,
right.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling optimistic. There's some pretty big time talent in this Cup Series, but I'm feeling pretty confident with the guys I got.
That's good. Whereabouts are you looking to finish this season? I know last season it was kind of a feel-out season, see how guys go, how guys drive, how guys even look, right? If they don't drive well, you're not going to draft them. We all know that.
Correct. And like I said, I mean, and I think all the draft guys, all the Cup guys, they understand. I mean, after week 4, free agents start, so does trades start. So
trades, drafting, people like people dropping people. Like you never know. Like a guy doesn't show up all season. Hey, sorry, you guys need the points, right? You can't just let them sit there and mellow them out, right?
and everybody's captains they're looking for that team championship. So I mean, it's like, I mean, there might be some hearts broken and ever, but I got a feeling some of these owners are going to make roster moves here once free agency can start. Some of these guys in the Xfinity Series are going to get opportunities to come up and drive.
Pulled up, and that's the big thing. Like this Xfinity Series and the Truck Series, man, it's not just to have fun and go out there. Like guys are bumping and banging in everybody's doors, but you got to realize that the captains watch, man.
Right,
And
exactly.
we all know they're watching because it leads right into the Cup Series race. If this Xfinity Series is right before, they're all watching, sitting there watching everybody. I know you were.
Right,
I know you were
exactly.
commentating on it, and you saw everything. Who do you think
Sure, for
Who
sure.
do you think your biggest rival is going to be this year? Who do you think is going to give you a problem on the track, just as a driver or as a team?
Well, it's just going to be the point of guys. I don't think it's going to be so much. I think there's going to be like individual rivalries. I mean, it ain't going to be so much like my team against another team, because. But I just believe there's going to be these little side rivalries between drivers. You know, it's just going to be the nature of the beast. So that's going to be one thing I'm be looking forward to too, is just to see these rivalries start. You know, like, you know, we don't know what it is yet, but I guarantee it, we'll be knowing this by halfway through the season.
Yep. Well, I know you've got a car to go hop into. I know you're excited. I know Dega's one of your better tracks. Hope you do well tonight, buddy.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Butters. Drafted these guys, why he drafted them, and hopefully in the end of the season he has a really good following of guys that he loves. And I know he's got GTR Mike, Kelvin, and Kenny B, three top guys. Every race, like they know how to finish. They're always all up there the last 10 laps battling for 10th through first. And the main man himself, Cole Gator.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, buddy? We got a couple guys watching. I just talked to Butters. Uh, so Butters is happy for this season. He knows it's gonna be running really, really well. Just gonna ask you, how do you think your team's gonna do? What do you think of your guys you drafted, and what do you think this season's gonna turn out to be?
We're gonna win. We're gonna win the championship. We're gonna win every race. No, I'm just kidding. We got a bunch of competition in here, so I'm excited to see, how it plays out. Kenny's gonna miss tonight, it looks like, so that sucks. But excited to see how Kelvin does. Never seen him before.
Yep.
And then me and Gator Mike, I hope we can get up there at the front.
Now your biggest rival this season, who do you think it's gonna be? I know usually the top guys going in already know who that their guy they're looking at to make sure they can edge out every single race. Who do you think that's going to be for you?
Daddy.
Daddy all the way.
Yep.
Now this is a competitive season. We all know that it's a lot of mixed L this season. We got Indy Road Course where Chase dominated last season. We've got Daytona. We got a couple plate tracks. We're starting out at a plate track. And what do you think about that?
What do I think about what?
Just
The Daytona
just the
first
mixture,
race, or
just the mixture of races this season.
right? Yeah. Chase is gonna be hard to beat at the Indy Roval. Um, Excited to see Martinsville. You know, we got Big Jim and Ty.
Yeah.
Gonna be some heavy hitters there. I'm accepting this invite real quick.
Okay. So now you'll be driving the 21 car, right? The Penske Matty D car.
Yep.
How do you feel about that? Not taking like the main cars, like the 12 or the 2 or the 22. You're going with the second party Penske car. Is
I
that
gave
it?
everybody first choice, you know.
Okay. And you're being the team captain and letting them pick kind of who they want.
And I know Gator Mike, he really wanted that 2 car so he could run the patriotic scheme.
Yeah.
So he's hoping to see Kelvin in that tonight. If not, there
If
might be
not,
fisticuffs on
yeah.
the team.
Well, I hope you have a great season, buddy. I know you're gonna dominate almost every single race. Hopefully, I can get out there once in a while and push you around and ruffle up your cage. One last thing. What do you think the team? Which team do you think is gonna be on your radar, but is gonna be underlooked by other teams?
Probably Butters' team. 'Cause
Butters?
RJ Smitty and Jacob. Jacob already always goes underlooked, right?
Yeah.
And then RJ Smitty being a new guy here, I don't think too many people know him, but he's going to be somebody to beat.
Now, what about? Ooh, this is gonna be a good one for you. In about the fourth race in, trades, releasing guys, pulling guys up. Do you think that's gonna happen, or do you think your team is solid all the way through?
I think we're solid all the way through. Kenny, could be in question with his back, but
Yeah.
tonight he's not even missing because of his back, so
Yeah, it's just
I don't foresee any issues.
yeah, and you know Kenny's always gonna be that top 10 guy. He's gonna be out there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You out there to make friends, or you just out there to go for this championship? And if you make friends on the way, that's all right.
Oh, we got to go for the win because Gator Mike was calling me Wash, said I was Kevin Harvick, so
Ooh,
we got to actually get a win this year.
there you go, buddy. All right, bud. I know you got a race car to go hop into. I know you're about to start qualifying, and hope you have a good race, bud.
Awesome, man. Thank you, buddy.
All right, see you, buddy. Well, boys, that was Cola. We're gonna try to get one more if we can. Let's see who we can get in here. We also will be having the main man himself, Brinkerhoff, joining us tonight in the booth. He'll be racing in the Xfinity Series with myself throughout the season until we get pulled up. Dominant guy throughout the series. Yeah, it's going to be me and him for this next couple of races. I'll be gone next weekend, and Brink should host it, or someone else will. Main man himself, Mike. How are you feeling today, buddy?
Feeling pretty good. Love plate racing. Ready to start my quest to defend my title tonight.
That's what you hit the fucking hammer on the nail, buddy. I was just gonna ask you. You're driving the 12 car for Colligator.
Yep.
You don't get the choice of the two. Kelvin
Nope.
took that. He said there might be some fisticuffs if that two car's not running the Patriot. Just wondering how you feel about not being a captain this season and going into just being a drafted driver again and having that title of being the last series champion.
Well, I'll start off by saying I already told Kevin in my pre-race chat with him that I'm putting him in the wall if he's not in the Patriot. So,
Well,
just because Veterans Day was yesterday, and that means a lot to me for personal reasons.
It's 100%.
However, in terms of tonight, I'm not upset by getting the 12 car. It's got some good schemes and some that I'm really looking forward to running. I'll be running a Pennzoil scheme tonight, I think it is. I don't know. But in terms of the draft, I didn't want to be a captain. I chose not to be because I didn't want that responsibility. I just want to be able to show up and race. So that's why I entered my name in the draft, and lucky to get picked up number 3 overall for Gators team. And I know I went from being the hunter and now being the hunted, so I got something to do to defend all these guys and fend them off here for this season.
Now, you think there's going to be any guys out there with that chip on their shoulder, saying, like, noticing that you won the championships last season, that they're going to drive you a little different, maybe driving to a corner just that little bit harder? You think that's going to happen, or you think these guys are clean slate and trying to keep you all clean?
I mean, naturally, for sure. I know there's a lot of guys out there that got their chip on their shoulder. Sharp's one of them. He missed the championship race last season. He'll be starting in the back tonight. He's missing qualifying, but he's one of those that I got to look out for. Higgy's back full time. Big Jim's here. He's an incredible talent. So I've got my work cut out for me this season.
It's a tough schedule, man. Like I was just looking through the names of all the draft. We've got names like Taddy's running as captain, Wasted's in there, Soaps, Marini's back. You got Jacob and RJ Smitty. You got Kenny. You got Sharp. Like, man, like going down the list is just that's dominant teams of just right there. You could build a team off of just a couple of those guys. You got even Jose and Fireslayer. Like, those are guys that you know that are going to be competitive, not just at one track, at most tracks. And I know you're competitive just about everywhere you can get your hands on, right?
Yeah, I got 6 or 7 wins last season. I'll be happy with 3 to 4 this season. The field is absolutely stacked. I know some guys that got drafted in round 3, they'd be consistent race winners in other leagues. I mean, it's just stacked from top to bottom here in the Cobra Kai Racing Series for Season 2, and I can't be happier to be a part of this and try to go out there and hold these guys off.
Well, it's a 17-race season. I hope to see you in that 17th race battling for that championship and that nice number 2 patriotic car if you get that switch happening.
I don't know that that's happening, but I'm fine with it not.
But yeah, man, like I was looking down the schedule, just looking through it. Like, we start out at Talladega and we finish at Kansas for the season. And most of these tracks I was looking through, it's most of these tracks that you've already won at in the last Cobra Kai for the Xfinity. I remember you just dominating at most of these tracks, not being able to get beside you because you were just already 3-4 seconds in front of everybody.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited about the schedule. Obviously, we're starting off with Talladega, which I love plate racing. I have a knack for it.
Yep.
I've been known to run up front at these plate races, so I'm really excited for the season opener tonight. There's also some other tracks that I'm excited for. Mid-Ohio is one because we don't. Not many people run that track, but I love road course racing. So.
Fourth race in the season, man. That's right around when we're allowed to captains are allowed to trade. So hopefully, hopefully Cola doesn't have any wild cards up his sleeve, or he could trade you for a driver or two.
And that championship race at Charlotte, if I'm lucky enough to be able to work my way there again this season, Charlotte's one of my best tracks, if not my best track. So I'm super stoked that that's the championship finale, and it's going to be a good race.
Yeah, man. Like, just looking down this list, like, we have not common tracks that a lot of people put on. Like, we have probably the 3 toughest road courses on this game, from Mid-Ohio to Indy Road Course and Roval.
Oh, yeah, definitely technical. It's not those cookie-cutter road courses like you see. I mean, Watkins Glen, it's technical, but it's so
overrun.
So,
yeah.
Yep. Same with some of the other road courses out there, but we got the hard ones here this season, and I'm ready for it.
Now, who's going to be your biggest rival this season? Who do you think is going to give you that edging that you might need to push every single race to get that extra point?
Well, obviously, I already have some rivals off the track. Me and TCW, we love to stir each other up and get each other going. So, I guess just that whole Tegrity team. I know I call Fireslayer a clown all the time because he is. And
shots fired in the interviews. Is this going to be like the fucking Harvick and Elliott kind of rival? Is this going to be more?
Yeah, those Tegrity Fords. I got to watch out for those boys.
Hey man, TCW goes from being the $10,000 man in the last season's draft for the Xfinity Series to being a team owner.
Yep.
That says something, man. Like, this game is a full change every single second, right? You never know. Who knows that maybe Taddy drops out for the rest of the season? Who's gonna take care of him? Who's Sauce can't race? Who knows, right?
Absolutely. Things are very fluid. Things change. They fluctuate. So what we see tonight might not be the same
next week.
At the end of the season.
Yeah,
so
even next week, right?
These team owners, they do have the option to trade drivers. They can sign drivers after a certain amount of weeks, and
there you go.
Things will change.
And I hope well for you, buddy. I hope you get in that 2 car. I know you love the patriotic schemes. I know that when I drove the 07 last season, that I was told to run as many patriotic schemes as I could, and I did it for you, buddy. So hopefully over this season you get in that car. Hopefully that Penske Motorsports, the Swamp Motorsports, gets a couple wins. I want to see you guys do well. I want to see every team do well. You got my boy Kenny in there, and I know he's a dominant driver.
Absolutely. Got a great team around me and a lot of support, and I'm ready to go defend this title.
All right, bud. I know you guys are about to start qualifying, so I'll let you get back to that.
Oh, we're already halfway through qualifying. So.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
I
man,
know
I've
you
just
guys
been
are
driving and talking to you.
Oh, there you go. Fucking talented driver right there. Driving and talking.
Hey, man, it is what it is. I'm sitting here with a pretty good lap on the board already. 3 laps to go in qualifying, and
Well,
who knows? That lap might be good enough to put this 12 on the pole to start off the season.
that's all you need to do, right? Get out front and stay out front.
Yes, sir.
Any tips for the Xfinity guys watching? I know we got a couple of Xfinity guys watching. You're gonna watch it later. Any tips for them to get pulled up in? And
Just keep working at it. I know the Xfinity guys. I know some of them didn't get drafted, and that's why they're down there. Some of them have joined the league, and that's why they're down there. But for the Xfinity guys, just keep grinding at it. Just keep trying. Work on your craft, hone it in. Practice makes perfect. Just speed, to me, speed is not nearly as important as race etiquette, like being able to hold your line or know what kind of situation you're in terms of working together and how many laps and strategies and stuff like that. So don't focus so much on speed, just focus on being clean, and that'll speak volumes.
and no Logano blocks.
Yeah, no Logano blocks. That's probably not a good thing to do.
I know there's no teammates, but you know some guys are gonna be working together. And if you block your own teammate, it doesn't look well. It doesn't look well at the end of the night when you're going home with 2 red cars, not just 1.
That is correct.
Do you guys have any teammates for this season? You guys have any like team alliances? I know last season in Xfinity it was me and Sauce's team kind of got together and was like, look, it's 8 cars on a plate track to 4. It's gonna always, those 8 cars are gonna prevail. Do you guys have any ideas who you might be working with this season?
I do have a team that Swamp Motorsports is working with here at Talladega. I don't know if it's been said already, but we're teaming up with a team that consists of 2 of the 4 Final Four drivers from last season and the #1 overall draft pick. So if that gives out any hints.
#1 overall draft pick. I wish I had the draft pick lineup. That would, trust me, that would have made my life easier.
It's in the announcement channel in Discord.
I'm trying to get there. Trust me. Oh, you're going with Higgy, so that would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. Ooh, Sauce's team of Marini.
Hint.
And you've got the man that comes in with all the bush lights on his car. Well, in the passenger door, let loose.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's who we got here tonight at Talladega.
And that's a dominant team, which might switch up. Hey, you go to Daytona and they don't work well. Say, see you later, boys, and pick up another team, right?
Absolutely. Well, qualifying just ended. I'll get you the results here, and then I'm going to hop back over to my race party.
All right.
But the qualifying race was clean. It was fun, and TCW ended up winning it. Not that it means anything, but
that doesn't mean anything because everybody can win a qualifying race.
I mean, this is a good practice race, and there you go, TCW starting it off there. But we'll see who gets pole. I know Braves ran a really fast lap on that last one.
Ooh, yeah, I know the Xfinity Series, man. Like it was a not much of a shit show, but it was close in that qualifying. No one wanted to be that lead car because if you're that lead car, you're sitting duck to get past.
All right, we'll load back into the screen now. Let's see where everybody's going to end up. I don't care about these points. Pole is going to be. I got 4th. Pole is Marini. Marini first. TK270 Kelvin on the outside of the front row.
Woo.
And in the second row, it's Sauce and myself.
There you go, yeah. And you're going to be working with Calvin, that's for sure.
Yep. Well, but I appreciate you broadcasting the race tonight. I'm going to go hop back over to my race party, prepare for this.
Good luck, buddy. Have fun. If Calvin's not running that patriotic scheme, give him hell mud.
I will. I'll be putting him in the wall.
Hope to see you in that championship for that's for sure.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right, bud. All right, boys. We have 5 watching right now. We're just waiting on Brink to join, and once he joins as well, we'll be joining this race. Butters will tell me. Sorry, my English is really bad right now. Once Butters gives me the okay to join the race, we'll start it off. I should have Jose stream up if Jose is streaming. From what I can see, he is not, which sucks for us. Fire Slayer is streaming, so we can watch Fire Slayer's stream. He's got on his team. Where is Fire Slayer? Fire Slayer is on TCW's team. He's got Fire, Atlanta, and Jose, so it's about the same team. So if I was watching Jose's and Fire's, it wouldn't have mattered. Fire will be starting in 12th. TCW starting 15th. Travesty in 13th. Butters in 17th. Sauce in 3rd. Braze in 10th. Mike starting in 4th, as you heard. Ballstick will be starting in 14th. Higgy will be starting in 9th. I don't know why he went all the way on. Taddy, Sharp, Bass have all elected to go to the back of the pack for this race. RJ Smitty will be starting 16th. Big Jim 11th. Marini, if he stops scrolling. Jose will be Marini will be starting 1st. You're now helping Fire. Higgy WX will be starting 6th. Jose will be starting 9th. If Fire can go down. There we go. Warpig will be starting 7th. Chits Ass Wasted will be starting 8th. BD will be starting 5th. Kelvin 2nd. Marini in 1st. It's going to be a good race. Those guys in the back, they elect to start in the back. Main reason is just if you're that front pack and the accident happens, you're kind of toast, man. You're not going to be able to get that run. You're not going to be able to recover until that end of the stage. And you're going to be struggling. It is not fun. It is not. If you start in that backpack, man, it is tough. And if you get caught up in that front pack or the middle pack, like, it is tough. It's not an easy track. Dega does not do well 3 wides if you really try to push it. 2 wide racing is the way. You can try 3 wide, but one small incident on the bottom or one small incident in that middle, it's gonna cause the big one, and we all know we love the big ones, that's for sure. Well, we're just waiting for Brink to get in here. I shot him a message telling me he could join into our chat for into the commentary booth. We're just gonna keep running it myself. This season, it's gonna be tough. My projected winner of this season, it's gonna be tough. I think the final, I'll give the final 4. I think it's gonna be Mike. I think it's gonna be Taddy, Marini, and it's gonna be a tie between. I think it's gonna be a 3-way tie between Sauce. So I said Mike, Marini, and Taddy. We're gonna be the main 3. I believe are gonna get locked in. And it's going to be a 3-way tie with Marini, Sauce, RJ, I think Sharp, and Cola. And maybe Kelvin will sneak his way in there. And I think Fire and Jose are all going to be within that. I think they're all going to be really, really close, and that they're going to struggle. And Jacob has elected to start in the back as well. Jacob in the number 10 car for the oh God, what team is he on? He is on the Dead Man Inc. for the Stuart Haas Racing Butters team. He's being driving the 10. I'll give you guys the rundown of the numbers just before we head out. And Cola Gator as well electing to start in the back. That is a big surprise. I know Cola's a really good plate track racer. He's got a couple good guys that are great plate track racers. So him selecting to start in the back and not try to get to that pole is it's a big shock because he's got 2 of his top 2 guys on that pole already. But run down of the numbers for the teams. Venom Racing, the Ganassi and GTG cars. And the number 1 car is Chase Beatty. Number 37 is Aquatati as the captain. The 42 is Chits Ass Wasted. And the 47 is Masopes. Lost in the Sauce Motorsports, the Gibbs cars. In the 11, Higgy WX. The 18, Marini. 19, Long Live the Sauce as the captain, and the number 20 car is Let Loose. The Deadman Inc. Stuart Haas cars is number 4 is RJ Smitty. The 10 is GTR Jacob. The 14 is Ballstick. And the 41 as the captain is Butters. Tennessee Whiskey Racing in the 100 cars. And the 9 is Charp. The 24 is Travis C. Stun as the captain. 48 is Warpig. And the 88 is Bass Fishing. Swamp Motorsports, the Penske cars. Number 2 is Calvin. The 12 is GTR Mike, last season's champion. The 21 is Cole Gator as the captain. And the 22, Kenny B. Integrity Motorsports, the Roush and FFR cars. And the 6, Fire Slayer. The 17 is TCW as the captain. The 34 is Atlanta Braves. And the 38 is GTR Jose. The independent car and the number 51 is Big Jim. We have Taddy chiming in saying Venom baby. Hey man, go kill it this season. You got a lot of competition. I hope you guys do really, really well. I'm just waiting to hear from Brink. And I do have the invite to the chat, so once that gets going, we'll join that. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a great season. It's gonna be a tough season, as we see. We'll give a little run through. Accept. So number 1 car, we got GTR BD. Number 37 is going to be Ryan Priest. You're going to see Taddy in this car. And Taddy's got a couple good paint schemes here. The 42 is Ross Chastain, which is all the way back there. That's alright. I can join. Butters is giving the okay to join, so we're gonna... Oh no, the 42 should be Matt Kenseth. That's who it is. This is gonna be the Chits Ass Wasted. And then the 47 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is gonna be my Soaps. He's got some good paint schemes. Got the pancakes. Everyone loves pancakes, that's for sure. And the breast cancer awareness. So they're going green. We're gonna join, and I'll give you guys updates on where they're starting at. And yeah, so they're gonna be in about turn 1 or so when we join. Actually, coming onto the backstretch once we join, I'm gonna find out who's gonna be the leader, whereabouts they're sitting. It's a 29 lap stage, and they get 18 laps of fuel. So you can save a lap or two, sitting back and letting somebody push you in the middle of the draft. It's a good way to get going. Come on, they're gonna be running lap 2 once we join, because you know, NASCAR Heat 5. All right. Oh, this game is laggy. We just had the 11 car underneath the 18, or the 18 underneath the 11, which is crazy, which is going to be Higgy and Marini. So we're going to get a little drive through. You guys let me know who you want to kind of watch and where you guys want to be. As we see the 2 Gib cars working up front, with the, it looks like the 38 and that 51 of Jim and behind them. We got Calvin trying to run the outside with his teammate Mike, and Chase and the 42 with the, looks like Gators in the back of that line. Looks like Atlanta Braves is all the way in the back. Back end view. We'll go kind of do a little flip through. Watching Big Jim sitting in here in 4th place, as we can see. Getting a little wild back there. We did have a car go into the grass. It might have been Fire Slayer or Gator got into the back of there. Sorry, Cola Gator. In this middle of the pack, man, that's getting crazy. Almost going 3 wide with Gator Mike on the top, 48, and the 4 trying to run the middle. They do have help, so that 2 top cars are going to struggle a bit, but that's alright. Flip over. Aqua Tatty sitting in about the top 10. Trying to crack the top 10 right now. So it's going to be a tough race, boys. It's not a bunch of smaller guys out here. It's a bunch of tough top guys that run in a lot of leagues that are higher up, and yeah, it's gonna be a mess of a season. It's gonna be coming down to the wire on most of these points. It's not winning you're in this season. It's a longer season. It's all on points, kind of old schedule. It looks like we got Cola Gator and Fire Slayer trying to team up and get their way back into the pack. I don't think they're going to. I think usually a 3-car tandem is going to help you a lot unless a big wreck happens, but seeing that happen and with this much talent is going to be hard. As we got Marini in first, final 4 finalists, and he's doing really well. Like, he's all the way up front leading those laps. He is going to be using a little bit more gas, but with a pit stop having to happen, it is going to be very easy to have teammates come down with you, and like if you lead that whole race and keep them in line. That outside line looks like it's getting started by GTR Mike. He's got some help from Calvin. He's got the, looks like the 34 of Atlanta Braves, and it looks like it might be the 14 of, I think it's the 14 of Ballstick. Is that in that back of the top line? It is the 14, the 4-car tandem up there right now. 3 different teams trying to work with each other. All Fords. That's the funny thing. They're all Fords. And it looks like Big Jim with the 19 of Sauce are trying to catch up into that line. Looks like Taddy's going to try to slow them down a bit. Maybe he was trying to get up in there. That's alright. Looks like Taddy's going to try to work his way back. He's away clear. He's work his way back into the line. The Sauce is just all over Big Jim's bumper, and he's trying to get him back in there. And you see those 2 little cars off in the back. That is Fire and Cola. The Sauce is helping out, making it a... Oh, they lost the Atlanta Braves, so it's only a 5-car top line. Sauce is going down, so he's going to leave those Fords up there. Well, Sauce hopping down in front of Chase Beatty. Oh, the 9 touched the apron and got loose. Sauce is going to go above. The 9 tried forcing his way back in. Is still trying to force his way back into that bottom line. That is dangerous. Let's see where Charp's going. I know Charp's going to fall off fast. Where is Charp? There he is, yep. Charp fell off all the way to the back. If you hit that yellow line, boys, it's hold on tight, because you're going to go for a ride. Well, we'll hop back up to the leaders right now and sit close. Looks like that outside line's got a good run. They got some help. You got the 4, the 37, the 14. Looks like the 12 is up there. Looks like the... almost everybody's gone up to the top. Beatty. Everybody's up there. Oh man, it is getting racy now. 4's taking the lead. Might lead a lap. For RJ Smitty. 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. All the way down for a good couple rows of cars. bottom line's got a little more help. They're all getting a little bunched up right now. They're all wiggling and sliding. That top line is going to lose a lot of momentum without having that many cars up as the bottom does. As they going back into 2, RJ still edging out the 18 just by a nose. It looked like we had a car shoot down, but I guess they were alright right now. I don't see a caution coming. There is no cars in the back. That top line still trying to make it work. As we can see, that bottom line. Ooh, that looks like a car in the wall. Who is that? That is the 41 of Butters. I don't know what happened to Butters, but he hit hard. Hopefully he's alright and gets it back going, but he had hit a ton on that outside wall. No, we'll stick with bass fishing right now. Bass fishing sitting about top 15. He's on that top line. Now that top line works. The best thing to hold is the top line if you have guys you can trust. And that's the big thing about plate racing. Plate racing isn't about who has the fastest car. It's about who you can trust and who will help you and who's going to be there right to the end. And if you trust that bottom line, not hitting the double yellow line and shooting up. A lot of series you'll see try to stay away from that bottom line, and they'll give a little bit of a gap, especially in NASCAR Heat 5, especially in a lot of games. You try to give each line some room, not a lot, but just enough where you know if they make a mistake, come and hit you, you're not going all the way to the back. Now Bass Fishing is sitting back here. He's got the 10 car vault of Jacob. Jacob's a really good driver. Dominant most of the tracks. Is more of a long game guy. It's the 48 gets knocked up into the wall. That is Warpig. The 51 even moves all the way up. Now they're going back to single file racing. They got about give you a lap count in 1 second. I'm just watching Pyre's laps. We got 17 laps, so we're coming into the pit zone right now, like the pit markers. They should have about 8 laps of fuel, 7 laps of fuel right now. Your best motive is if you could take rights, pump up those lefts and save it. When those lefts do get pumped up, we're gonna see if we have any takers into the pits. Not yet, no. I think they're all gonna try running it dry. That is gonna be the biggest thing, having guys run it dry. I was gonna sit right here with Heggie. Pumping up those lefts right away, trying to get it pumped up as much as you can. It's gonna actually save the tire. It's gonna save them on the long run, especially in that last stage, which is it's gonna be our longest stage for plate races. If you pump up those left sides and before you get to the rights, you are gonna make it on tires if it is going to be a long run for that last stage, which I haven't had a caution yet. Knock on wood. And we hopefully don't have any coming up. But yeah, it's gonna be a tough race, boys. He's got to get more racing in there, all running that train line. It's got to get, someone's got to start that outside, trying to make a move. Yeah, every time I had to run, it moved up, nobody felt, yeah, that's tough, Brosi. The biggest problem is if you don't, 24's a taker, he's going to be the first one into the pits. Let's see, the 42 as well, with the 1 and the 37. Hopefully none of them get caught for speeding. Your biggest advantage when you go into the pits is going to be what you do and who you go in with. If you get a couple good guys right away, and you know you can get out and be with them right away, then you're set. You might even get ahead of those lead pack cars, as we see NASCAR Heat 5 just be NASCAR Heat 5. Chase running over the 42. Teammates right now, they're GTR, Chitas Wasted, and Taddy all pitted together, so a team pitting together. He has, as well as the 24 of Travesty Sun pitting with the, let's try and find out who else pitted. The 88, so it looks like most of the Hendrick cars came, most of everybody came. Marini's still leading out front, which is good. He's going to have to come in within the next 2 to 3 laps, which is going to be tough. Like, those guys need to have a plan. You take a plan in the first stage to kind of see how it goes. If it doesn't play out, you just got to keep going with it. But these guys all have a different strategy for each team. As we saw, the Hendrick and the Venom Racing and Tennessee Whiskey Racing all pitted together. As you can see right now, Marini is just lapping the 88 and 48 of Warpig and Bass. That is the problem. If you get caught on a pit cycle and everybody else doesn't pit, you're hoping for a caution right away and you move up to the front, or that happens. You don't get caught up to your teammates or the other cars that pitted with you. You're going to fall back into the pack and have to watch out for this pack pitting. But it looks like the 44 and the 88 just fell in line right behind the third place car, which is really good for them. But the 4 Venom Racing, 3 Venom Racing cars and the 24 of Travesty, they're going to have their work cut out, because these guys are going to be hunting like dogs to try to lap them right away. Because if they can lap them and a caution does come out, they're going to be stuck that lap down. But Brosi, it is a tough time at a plate race, trying to get guys to move up with you, especially if not having teams. Guys trying to move into that higher lane. It is tough. A lot of the guys trust each other right now. There's guys that are willing to work with each other, so like myself and Monster. I knew Monster drove really, really well. Raced with him all last season. I know he's going to be doing really well. Well, Brink, you're missing a good race. It's an exciting race right now.
Are you broadcasting?
Yeah, I'm on the Cobra Kai Racing Series YouTube page.
Oh, okay. You weren't saying anything, and I didn't
Yeah,
know if you weren't
my girlfriend
broadcasting.
called, so I'm talking to her for a sec. They're just doing the pit cycle, and right now they are coming to the last couple laps. That's the 18 leading. From there, it's a little bit of a mess trying to figure out who's in first, who's in second. But right
I
now
saw
it
that.
looks, yeah. But right now they've got, let's say about 10 laps to go, a little more, a little less.
Okay.
So
All
if
right,
you
I'm on
want to
10.
take, yeah. So
No, I'm not taking the lead. I'm not even going to be able to stay that much longer. I'm sorry. But I wanted to come in and stop by.
all right, yeah, they're doing really well. Cola and Fire were in the back together. I think Cola had switched up his strategy and kind of left Fire to sit in the back. Marini is leading. So it's a fun race.
Marini at the 18.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's got a stable line here. They're all following him single file into turn number 3.
They
When I first joined, I did see them go side by side a little bit, but they were spread out. They have bunched up again. What is it, like 12
Yeah.
cars here? Back?
Yeah, they've been him and Holland on if they want to go 2 lines or 1. It's never, they're never pushing. They're always kind of waiting.
I was just running in that Xfinity race, and we were talking about running the high side, but we couldn't get enough cars together that were in our chat at one point. And
Yeah.
then I was in between guys not in my party. So unless you're racing with the guys you're talking with, it is really difficult to get anything going.
Well, that's the thing. It's also trust too, right? You can't just hope that one guy's gonna hold his line. That one guy doesn't hold his line. You're not gonna go with him again.
Yeah, well, because you have no choice.
Well, I mean, I was
We're
just
the
sitting.
guys better than nobody. Well, yeah, let's see, Gator Mike here in the 12 that I'm riding on him right now. He's just following. I don't know who the one.
That's Chase
Chase
Beatty, and the
Just
42
no
is
help up there, and everyone's just trying to side draft. Gets a little close to Travis's son in the 24 there, going into the turn 1, but they've made it.
that's a big problem. As these laps count down for stage 1, it's they push to get that outside line going. The best they had was just before the pit cycle. They were nose and nose. The 4 of RJ Smitty was all the way up battling Marini. Just never had that help. Everybody kept noticing the bottom line was going faster, and they'd drop down and he'd fall back, and they go back up.
The 38 of Jose Protege he's backing off on the turns and then catching back up on the straight.
Yep.
Like he's laying back in every one of these turns. If you
And
got
it just
3 cars in the high side, they'll go by him.
yeah.
That was actually my fear. I was running third a lot in the last race, and I was doing similar to what Jose is doing here in the 38. And I was worried that if anybody got together in the high side, they would overtake me. Oh,
Well,
they got contact. Travis's son gets
Travis
pushed
C.
back.
Oh,
Love
big
is
wreck
spinning.
happening
37,
behind.
the 19's involved.
There's a car flipping the 12, the 24. That is going to be
Chase
that's
avoided it, I
100% going to be a caution because I see cars everywhere.
Travis is
Let
still
me check.
sliding.
Let me see the caution. That is the end of the stage. That will be the end of the stage 1 with that caution coming out. So that was probably a move to try to get a couple more spots. Sucks that we have to end on that, but that's how we have to do. So when the
Damage. 34.
caution, once the caution comes, and we go back to racing, we'll give you guys a full update of what's going on.
Atlanta Braves World Series 1995, driving the 34. Now to change that year to 2021. And my favorite scheme in the entire game, driven by ball, 1 stick, and love that. Barstool number 14. Good pick there. And they look like they're creeping, but trust me, they are flooring it, getting this thing up to speed here. 3rd gear by the time we get to turn 1. Now we're getting in the 4th gear here in the middle of the turn. Still a little squirrely, some of these guys, changing lanes abruptly, going from the top to the bottom, squeezing that 18.5-foot car into a 17.5-foot hole. Poor Travis, he's stuck in the middle here, 38 getting no love, but he's going to get right in behind him. Oh, we got another bit of contact, the 48 and the 24 touch in the middle of the corner, but that is all that happens. Good driving by those guys. As Travis is on the 24 again, and the 48 of Morpig. They made contact, but nobody else hit them. They didn't hit anybody else, and we continued. Blue flag racing. The 4 and the 14 getting high, trying to make something happen, but nobody else goes with them, so they're going to get hung up there in the back straight. On the 10, it looks like teammates. The Stuart Haas guys now getting together. The 42 pulls up high, so maybe we got something going here on the high side. Nope, 42 gets back down, almost takes out the 17 while doing it. You should probably put the camera on the rest of the field.
I thought I had it flipped. There we go. I'll sit on Higgy, right where that kind of the action is happening. Going back and forth. Oh no, actually the action's up here. At 38.
I'm at the 10 and the 4.
I'm sitting at the 42 right now with the.
Yeah, put it on TV. There you go. Stuart House guys, they tried, an effort, but that was it. Now somebody gets behind the 4. That's the 41. Another Stuart Haas. 41 is driven by
Butters.
Okay.
That's Butters.
The Stuart Haas guys trying to get together. Got 3 of them together right now. What do we out of turn 4? Butters got. Butters helped me to a top 5 finish in a race we did together here in trucks. Pushed me all the way.
Butters is really good at these plate races. If it falls into his lap, he's there.
I have no problem with him being right behind him.
The problem is, yeah, everyone wants to run that straight line right now. They're about lap 4 of 29, so it's going to be just a straight race of saving and maybe making a move here and there to gain a position or two. And as that top line starts to trying to get formed up again, Chase and Taddy trying to move up, just spot by spot, trying to leapfrog their way up. But the problem is, if you don't have more than half the field on that top line, you're not moving anywhere.
That's true. And a couple of these guys, they must be, either they're loose or they're maybe on the controller. If they touch that yellow line in the corner, and then they want to hold their position, and you see the 34 who's out of line, that's why he's out of line.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, if one guy hits one guy one certain way, the game might react a different way. So it's going to be tough. Mike's get moved out onto that outside line with no help. So he's gonna fall back real quick. Wonder if his captain, his teammate, the 21 of Cola, might go hop up there and try to save him, but I don't think that will happen. This Mike gets his way back in the line behind the 24.
But one strategy I think needs to be worked on, and it has to be a team effort. I noticed this the last few times Braves and Super Speedways on this game, and I'm watching the 34 Atlanta Braves. He's at the rear of the field. He's doing it. He got a big run, and now he actually passed 4 cars all by himself.
Yeah.
Now, if he was able to get those 4 cars to follow him on the high side, they could start getting that run again, and now those 4 guys could pass the next 4 guys and just keep leapfrogging your way all the way to the front, but you have to lay back and get that run like the 34 is doing here on his own.
As you can see, the 34 pulls out and Taddy follows him. I'm surprised Chase didn't see that opening and went with them to get that pull draft up, right? You pull that, get that draft and it pulls you.
If every guy behind Taddy would just go up a lane, you'd have 2 solid lanes right now.
Yeah. Because that pack of 3 cars of Jim, looks like Marini, the 17 and the 42. So if they keep taking off, like this other half pack needs to figure something out to get pulled up and make a move. As we can see, Mike the 11, and the 21 of Cola start that right away. It's gonna be a long race. We're only 7 laps in on stage 2. It's gonna be like a 40-something lap race for stage 3. I think
that's why you get a little comfortable.
Yeah, the guys like the bottom lane coasting around. The problem is if you coasting that bottom lane too much, you get too comfortable and you don't remember what a run feels like or how your car reacts in open, clean air or out in that dirty air.
There's a mix of being patient, which you really have to be patient. You don't have to make a move for the sake of making a move, but you have to stay aware because when those moves arrive, you need to be ready for them. Otherwise, otherwise you're gonna get, it's too late. You're gonna get passed up. Like the 34, he tried to make the move and he ended up getting hung up in the middle. And that's not so much a mistake as it's just now we're just learning where we stand in the field. So the next time that opportunity comes, we're gonna make a different decision.
Yeah, as we see Mike and the 11 and the 21 trying to make that top line work, but just nobody wants to stay with them.
Well, Chase and Aqua went high, and so did 10. And here comes the 34. We actually have about 9 cars running in the high lane now.
I think the big problem is just that bottom line has a good solid core of guys just sitting there and knowing that they can trust each other to stay there and not jump around.
Right. Also, we don't know who's in a party chat together, so we don't know who's trying to work together.
I've got a good source that I was told that Sauce and the 20, and the Penske team, so all the Gibbs cars and all the Penske cars right now are all working together this race. From what my sources have told me.
Poor Atlanta Braves World Series 95. He keeps trying to get up, but just no one ever goes with him. I don't know if it's the Michael McDowell scheme or what, but nobody wants to get behind him. The 18's still leading though. There's no challenges to the leaders.
Oh, there's a big wreck behind. Big wreck.
Big lag spike happened. Somebody lagged out, it looked like, or at least for the second they lagged out.
Let's see.
They might have reappeared. I couldn't tell who it was.
I think they may have reappeared because I'm not seeing anybody on track.
Atlanta Braves just lagged out.
Atlanta Braves have just lagged out. Blew an engine.
I don't know if he lagged out or quit, but he definitely disappeared in the middle of that race. But somebody else disappeared and may have reappeared, which started that wreck.
Yeah, all am seeing is him on pit road, which sucks for Chase and the 88. A lot of these cars caught up in that wreck. It's gonna be a big pile up coming into the pits. This may take away the need for a green flag pit stop.
Well, you know who's the biggest disadvantage? We guess the biggest disadvantage is the 17 car, TCW 1987. He has to start in second. I stand corrected. He gets the lead. So the 38 now, he's got the biggest disadvantage because he's not going to stay up there. Unless somebody lets him in. But it looks like that might be happening. Fire Slayer lets him in, so Jose gets to maintain second place. But if Fire Slayer wasn't such a nice guy there, a really good chance that second place ends up in 12th or worse. Good view from the number 2 car looking down on the field from the rear. 51 is one of those outside lane victims. He was up near the front, now he's about 13th. Make that 16th. Oh, Chase Petey! He squeezed it right in the hole of the tri-oval. He got in there, though. The 14 gets a run. Out of the tri-oval. In the middle. Got a little hip check to Travesty. Got him up in the wall. But the 14, he's going to maintain the lead of this small high line. Well, now the 10's going to get below him, his teammate. 3 wide on the back straight here in the rear. Somebody way up near the wall. Up an orange car. That was the 17. He got about a shake. Almost got taken out. He's going to get hung out to dry. Chase was definitely sandbagging there in the trial hole. Gets the run. They got the 51 pushing him. Now he's going to go high again, and now he gets left up there. He finds his way back down. Nope, the hole closes, and Chase, you are out in no man's land. Stay out of the marbles. He's going all the way to the rear of the field. 17 lost the draft when he got hung up high. He's now behind everybody after running up front for so long. Travis's son is also back there, and so is the 14. All three of those guys have lost the lead draft. Travesty did get hip checked into the wall, though. Not his doing, but he is now running rear of the field. Stage 2, he'll get back up there for stage 3.
That's for sure. If you do have a minor mishap and can stay on that lead lap, definitely for the end of this stage. But I think you're gonna save about 1 lap of gas. Hopefully you can get 1 to 2. It looks like there is 2 cars on pit road from what you were saying, but I think I just seeing 1 right now. Yeah, it is just Atlanta Braves we lost.
Yeah.
So
again, he lagged out after the spin, after the wreck had happened.
Yeah.
Whoever caused it was not him, but somebody else disappeared.
Yeah, someone lagged him out so much that he got the lag out. He got the boot.
The 14 is just riding with the 17, but he just cannot seem to stay right behind him. They're just by themselves in the rear. So let's move them along. He just couldn't hold that line behind the 17. There's nobody else there. Just those 2. How many cars in this field? 24? We got 21 of them, 20 of them in this lead draft. Well, a couple of guys trying to work hard. That's Aquatati in the 37 leading the charge, but there's only 2 more guys behind him. 48 of Warpig and the 1 of Chase Beatty. Here comes a couple more. See, now this is what I was saying in our race. I was running in 3rd, and I kept telling everybody, you see 2 guys go high, get behind them. You almost had everyone at the rear of the field. You see 3 guys holding strong on the high side. The 4 guys in the rear, get with them. You can start pushing those 3 guys up to the front. And guess what? You'll go with them. I just wish that the guys in the rear would get a little more, make some more decisions that might actually improve them. Instead of trying to pass 1 car underneath, help somebody pass 4. And then virtually you'll start getting, everyone will start seeing the high lines working, and then you'll get everybody trying to run up there. And it'll go back and forth, and you'll have a race instead of a parade. Not sure if RJ Smitty's blocking the 10 or just trying to lead him. They're both Stuart Haas guys. Butters, he got hung out. He's way off the draft now, unfortunately. 88 is the tail end of the lead draft here. Still a couple of guys trying to work up high, but they're not getting close enough. They need like a 2 or Chase to move up in the lane, pull them forward. Chase is really wiggly off turn 4. They got the 88. The 2 is not letting them in. Now the 88 did drop below the double yellow line there, but I don't know if that was a rules infraction, so to speak. One was out of shape and he was trying to avoid contact. In case you were wondering, this is Talladega. Out there on the wall for you every time we drive by in the back straightaway. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars in the high line. Everybody in the back. This is exactly what they should be doing. And then when they get back up, follow them again on the high side. We'll have 2 lines of 8. So roughly. Nine can't decide he wants to stay low or go high. It doesn't matter. You're in last place, buddy. You got 4 cars here. They're going to pass the 2 down low, but then where are they going to be? There's still 12 cars in front of them. Get with those 2 guys up front. Get a 5, 6 car line together. Just get organized. It's a little frustrating watching them nearly get there and then give up. This is where the race is, though. It's back here. Top 7, 8 cars, they're all running in a straight line. At least the guys in the back are trying to do something. But they can't get organized well enough to do it. Gotta go, buddy. Enjoy the rest of the race, everyone.
Sorry, back. Got a phone call. The 17 pitted. I don't know if you noticed that. The 17 of... who drives the 17? Of TCW pitted. Frank, you still here? No, I think we lost Frank, boys. That's okay. Yes, Brosi, I saw you trying to catch up and everything. I know it was tough. I wish I had a better run. I got kind of messed up in that last restart. I got pushed down all the way underneath the apron from the high line, and then as I made my way in, I slowly tried to push my way back in. Regain my spot. I just got knocked down again by everybody because it's a couple untalented guys in the back. We're coming down to the last pit stop here, or they shouldn't have pit stop. We have Fire Slayer leading, Marini in second. Let's try to give you a good rundown of where everybody is. Looks like Beatty got a little messed up, which is not surprising. I'm joking. Great driver right there. Looks like it is Mike in third, GTR Mike. There you go. Yeah, GTR Mike. Then Cola, the 19 of Sauce, the 11. I believe the 11 is Higgy, if I can remember. Then the 38. Let's see, the 38, the 4, the 10, the 42 are all right there. That almost rounds out your top 10. With the 48 trailing right behind. And Taddy with the 2 and the 51 right behind him. And then at the back of the pack, I believe that is the 88. Three laps to go within stage 1. 6 laps of gas. They're all going to make it. Now it's going to be who wants these stage points right now. Because I know those those cars of the Alliance right now, the Gibbs cars and the Penske cars, they're gonna definitely have to hang out Fire Slayer, and most of them are right then and there, right there. As we flip over to one of them, let's go over to Mike. We'll stay on Gator right now. Gator's that fourth car in line with Sauce behind him. 2 laps to go. That last lap move to get these stage points are going to be all important. You're going to want to either make it going into a turn or going out of a turn, to where a car can't catch up right away. And with it being almost all that team right there, 1, 2, 3, 5 cars lined up ready to do an alliance, they're going to make it. Hopefully all don't wreck, because they're all going to get racy right now. Some are going to pop out of line now, some are going to pop out of line in about the next corner, going on that front stretch to try to get that run. 88's hard on the wall. The 2 just kind of giving a little side brush. 88's going to fall all the way back and maybe lose the draft. That 2 is going to have some side damage and going to have to fix that on the pit. As we see the 42, the 51, and the 37 trying to work well together. And this is where we're going to see the move, either this corner or the next. As they go into turn 1 and 2 in the last lap of stage 2. As we come around, they're going to make the move. Let's see who goes. I wonder if that 38's going to follow, or if that 38's just going to try to suck in now. That 4 is making the move, bringing some fast cars up. He's got the 10, the 48, and the 42 right behind him. As they coming down the back stretch, that 12's looking outside. I think he's just going to try. He's going to the middle with 21. Oh, that outside line loses a lot of the run from the 4 and the 10. That 2's trying to push up. As they push into the turn 1, into the final corner of the front stretch, into the tri-oval. And they're pushing hard. The 18 looks outside, the 12 looks outside. The 12 goes really, really high with the 18. And it looks like TCW gets the win. TCW with the win. What is happening? Alright, last stage is going to be 35 laps, about 35, 34 laps. They're going to have 19 laps of fuel, so they're going to have to pit about halfway in through that last stage. You're going to want to pit halfway through, because if you don't pit halfway through, you're going to be on that edge of not making it on gas. As you come green here, we're going to hop over to GTR Mike. Oh, it's actually Cola moving his way up into the front. We'll sit with Cola for a bit. Cola is the captain of the Penske cars. He'll be driving the 21 car this season. His team consists of Kelvin, TK270 Kelvin, GTR Mike, GTR P Cola, and Kenny B. Kenny B is not here tonight. Had some power outages issues before the race. Was not able to make it. Brosi, yeah, I got lucky in the first 2 stages, gaining a lot of those points, coming second and coming in third. I love plate racing. I love a lot of the plate tracks. I love the season schedules we have this season. Hopefully I can get up into that Cup Series and stream for both, or race in both. Truthfully, that last stage I just got stuck, man. I just had nowhere to go. As we've seen it in the stage, that one car hits you on that bottom line, you hit that apron, you're not getting any run. You're just gonna get swamped up and probably chewed up and spit out. It looks like the 24 back there. Something's going on back there. There is something wrong. Oh, it is the 41 of Butters. My apologies. It's working with the 14. I wonder what's going on, but they are really, really slow right now. The 14 is, I believe that is Ballsack. Yep, it is Ballsack. Hopefully everything's alright in that team, and hopefully they can get back up in that pack and racing again. We'll go back to Gator here with looks like Marini's pushing him with the 12 of Mike, GTR Mike behind him, and he's got the 2 of Kelvin, so almost a full team of Penske cars in the top. Almost the whole team is in the top 5, which is awesome to see. If Kenny was there, trust me, Kenny be up there just battling as hard as they are right now. The 19 of Sauce, the 51 of Big Jim. It looks like that is the 10 after him of GTR and RJ Smitty behind him. And as we go back to the field, we'll see the 11 of Higgy, the 42 of Chits Ass Wasted, and let's try to find a different view so I can kind of, it looks like that is Chase, and then Taddy, and then the 88 of, who is in the 88? Bass Fishing is in the 88. With the 38 of, that is a Integrity, Jose. And then the 48 of Warpig. 17 of TCW. And then rounding out that little group there, the 17 of TCW, the 6 of Fireslayer, the 24 of Travesty, and the 9 of Charp. So we'll go back up to the front with Colligator once we get up there. And there we go. We'll put it on the TV camera if it ever wants to go to it. And now we can see the whole race from here. Brosi, yeah, the wheels aren't bad. I have the I believe it's the Logitech G29. It's a great wheel. I don't really use it for NASCAR Heat 5, but I just use it for the iRacing. It's a decent wheel, just for the price of it. The Thrustmasters aren't bad. They're not great. If you buy like the T80, the T150s, or like that style, they're good learner wheels if you're really gonna start with this game. But I'm gonna tell you, if you're gonna spend the money, you're gonna be committed. Get the PC, get the wheel, and do both. Do the NASCAR Heat 5 stuff, and do the Logitech or the Fanatec stuff. I believe Colligator is running his right now. I believe Jose is on a wheel as well. I know Jacob runs a wheel. A bunch of these guys are moving to the wheels. It's just dominant. It's just, you get a faster shift change. You go a little bit faster. You can hold line sturdier. You see Colligator right now holding that bottom line just consistent. You're not bouncing them off. Just kind of turn that wheel and you just hug it. As we see the outside line getting going, by starting from the 11, the 37, the 42, the 1 car of Chase trying to get up in there, and it looks like the 88 is trying to get into there as well. Yeah, Derek, a lot of the wheels, it's tough to get into. A lot of these guys have taken their time. You gotta adjust it just right to get it to you. So like when I use mine, I just use it for iRacing. I've been a controller guy. I've been a controller guy on this game for the longest time. As we got 2 cars up on the wall right now, it looks like that is the 42 just catching back in line in the 37. Something must have got knocked them up, but that's alright. That happens. They're back in line. Lost a little of that momentum on that top line. Shouldn't really mess everything up, but it's gonna give me a tough road back to get into these front cars again. But yeah. Racing with the wheel, racing to the controller. The controller guys do a little bit better off of the road courses. I find you have a little bit more control. It's a little more snappy on the controller. The wheel guys, you can tell when they come to shine. It's at the ovals, at a lot of these tracks, that it takes consistency of that hitting that line every single time at that perfect mark. As you can see, Cola runs a perfect bottom line, doesn't even hit that line where just next, like I used to see, I bet you Marini's running, or just maybe on a controller. You could just tell like who's running a controller and who runs the wheel because they bob, right? Because you're just gonna tap it around those corners to where if you're on the wheel, you're just sticking it, you're just holding it right then and there on that right angle, and you're doing well. We're gonna go check to see how many laps are coming down. I'm watching. It looks like I am watching Fire Slayer's stream. Right now he is sitting 13th, just behind the looks like John Hunter Nemechek cars 38. He's got the 48 of Four Pig pushing them. They got about 11 laps of fuel to go. 23 laps remaining, so their pit cycle is going to be coming in about 5 to 6 more laps of when they kind of want to pit. Most of these guys are probably going to run it dry and hope and just hope and pray. You might see some guys try to pit early, and yeah, if they pit early, it is going to be a tough show. We're going to sit right along with GTR Beatty. We're going to go right behind him. Chase, man, oh man, he is a act. He is one of the greatest drivers I think you'll ever meet as just a personality. Man's got the biggest heart in the world. He's like our Matty G right now. Has raced in a lot of series with the NCRL, the Cobra Kai, the Canadian Motorsports Series, Lucky Dog Racing. If he can get into a race, he will try his hardest. He is a team player. He loves a lot of these guys. Has made lots of friendships. He's a great guy. Can't say enough about him. There's no words for him. The only thing I could say is that his internet is a little bit on the rough side. He needs to get some better internet, but man can drive a car anywhere, everywhere. Sometimes gets the short end of the stick at some tracks. A Rollville does really well there. He's a driver to watch at the Rollville over at the Indy Road course. He is one of those ones that you're going to want to watch at that track. As we go through, we're going to look at Higgy. Higgy is newer to this Cobra Kai league. There's not much information about him. I think he was just kind of a wild card pick for Sauce. As he has damage on the left side, so I believe he was one of the cars that got caught up in that wall, which sucks. He was doing really well tonight, and hopefully he can get it back going up in these pit stops. Chit's ass wasted. Great driver. Not too much information about him. I know he's been around a lot of top end leagues. He's a great driver as well. Prominent with a lot of the GTR Mike guys, and hopefully he can win a couple wins this season. Jose Protege, raced with him in the Canadian Series, ran in the Rumble Pony as well series. The man had gotten a probation warning in the Canadian Series for passing on the outside at a Kentucky race, and he was called out for it. But he drove his way back all the way up. I think he finished up in the top 10. The man drove a hell of a season. The Canadian Series drove a hell of a season in last season, the Cup Series, and hopefully this season gives him the same luck. Who else we got? Atlanta Braves is out for the season. The independent driver this season is going to be Big Jim. He's driving the 51 Rowdy Energy All-Star car, or the Heat Series car. Hopefully he is a good series. He is also an unknown driver. We'll go over to Fire Slayer. Fire Slayer has run in the Midnight Racing Series, has run in NCRL. If you name it, Fire Slayer's there. He's got a big personality to himself. He is a fast driver at a lot of these tough, difficult tracks. He'll be driving the 6 car this year. We'll move over to the Travis Son and driving the 24 Hendrick car. Travis D, I ran with him in the Midnight Racing League. I've run with him in many leagues right now. Travis D ran in the Xfinity Cobra Kai Series last season, and he's a really good driver. He is prominent when he needs to be. He is a challengeful driver where he knows where to make the move when he needs to. As we see a couple cars pitting right now, this will be the start of the pit cycle. So we'll go back up front to kind of catch who's pitting and catch who's not. And this is where it's going to be. You're going to see guys pit, but it's going to be more off strategy because some guys don't want to pit until the leader pits, or some guys are going to pit to try to get to the leader quicker. As we have the back view of Pete Colligator in that 21 car, in the Matty D car. Hopefully he can get himself a win in that car, then get that Matty D car a win. As we go around, we're going to, we see some cars pitting here. Almost looks like the whole team of Venom are going to try to pit all together. We're going to see who all pitted in this back. So we have the Jose, looks like the 17, all of TCW's farm camp right here are all pitting together. Hopefully you can get enough speed to get out there, but just with there's only 3 cars, it's going to be tough, man. I know you gotta throw everything in the kitchen sink to them, but these leader cars, they're hooked up, they're ready to go, and these guys are hoping for a wish and a prayer. We'll go through. We'll go back up to the leader as we see more cars pitting. All the Venom Racing pits right now. As we can see, it's like I said, the Venom Racing might be caught a lap down because it's 8 cars, man. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars right now, all in a line, still out there together, coming down. They're going to be coming down within the next, I'd say, 3 laps or so. But yeah, so yeah, as we can see, Venom Racing, Chase Beatty caught with a hefty speeding penalty probably. That's probably going to be the end of his night. Just going to sit there unless the caution comes out. We'll try to hop over. As we can see, we've got Chit Ass Wasted, the 88 of, oh geez, I already know, I've said this multiple times, Bass Fishing, and as we can see, Tatty. Sucks for Chase Beatty. I know he loves Dega, and this is one of his better tracks, but how the cookie crumbles right now. Speed limit's 55, I believe, and if you don't hit that 55 mark, or if you're under it, you're getting slapped with a big PP slap, and you're sitting there for a while. It's gonna probably come down to, I'd say, Penske, the Gibbs cars, and I think if those Integrity cars can get out and get away from these cars and get a good run, they could be up there to battle. But I think just 6 cars, man, just trying to catch up to them, it's gonna be something. Oh, as we can see, the Penske cars have pitted as they come down. It looks like Sauce has just a little more gas in there. I think he's going to try to push it and try to see how much he can do. Should be pitting either this time or next. Don't want to get caught on pit road, right? No speeding penalties. As you watch Cola come out with Big Jim, Mike, the 18 of Marini, and Kelvin, all one team. They just came out. We're gonna see who kind of files in to be the leader. Right now it looks like the leader is Sauce. Sauce is sitting out in first place with the Integrity cars. I don't know what his plan is, truthfully. I believe they just drove by. Oh, the 11 and the 4 are going to be pitting this time. Let's go and try to find Sauce. Here's Sauce right now, still up in that top position, sitting between some Integrity cars. I don't know what he's trying to plan. I think he's trying to plan to lap every car he possibly can and maybe push that, get pushed and save that fuel, and hopefully for a caution to come out and get some cars caught a lap down. It's a great idea. It's a great strategy. Truthfully, it is one of the most ballsy strategies you probably do in a series, with Fire Saber just staying that lap down. He is going to be that car lap down, that first car lap down, no matter what. With 12 laps to go, I wonder if Sauce is gonna start to run out. Because remember, you get about as we see, Sauce is gonna pit this time, so that's gonna cycle the pits. Now Sauce is gonna go in by himself, which is good, but at the same time, you're not gonna have that help to get up to speed right away. As we see Sauce go down, oh, he's going to be the leader right now, so we'll stay on the Sauce through this pit cycle. I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back. Yep, 50-second penalty. Who would the 50-second penalty go to? There, Brosty. As we can see, that it looks like all the two cars spun around on the track. That is TK Kelvin. I wonder what happened. He's going to try to get it clear out of everybody. Hard damage to the front. That's going to be the end of his night. Sorry, that is so bad. Run that patriotic scheme. Memorial Day being yesterday. That's just rough, man. As we go back, as we see the GTR Mike sitting in the lead, with the just about, I believe, counting down to about 5-10 laps to go. I'm trying to get to the TV view. There it is. As we see Butters sit in front of there, he's gonna be another lap car. They're gonna go around him. They're just running way too fast, man. 205 miles per hour. Chase for speeding. Yeah, man. It just sucks, man. Chase is a great driver. Getting caught speeding is it just sucks. I've been caught speeding in many races, and it drags the team down. It truthfully does. They're gonna come to about 8 laps to go, 8 to 7 laps to go. Alright, they're coming to 7 laps to go here. Mike's still in the lead. Got his teammate behind him as Cola. The 14, the 51, the 19, and looks like that is the 41 of Butters. It's probably going to be a lap down, which I know it sucks. But he can change up the game, push somebody else, push maybe Sauce up into that lead and keep him that lead. This is where we're going to see ballsy strategy come out, boys. Last time we were here, the NCRL Cola Gator took 2 tires. Put all the money on the line, took 2 tires, and tried to save those tires on that outside. And it is a good move. It is a ballsy move to make. It is going to be tough, but if it's going to get you the win, it gets the win, right? All the cards on the table right now, with them coming to about, I believe, 6 laps to go. It's a long race. I didn't think about that being that long of a race, but it is a long race. These boys are going to be tired, especially the ones in the wheel. As I can see on Fire Slayer's stream right now, he's got 7 laps of fuel, and those tires are going away fast. He just got passed, not for position, but I think maybe one car for position. Which is not bad. Once you get spread out off a pit cycle, the only thing bringing everybody back together is going to be a caution. With 4 laps to go, Fire Slayer trying to make the move on the outside. We'll take a look at Fire Slayer. He is here with Chit's Ass Wasted, the 88 of Bass Fishing, the 38 of... Ooh, I can't remember who drove the 38 right now. Jose, but I wish they gave us like who was in first, who was in second, because I wouldn't have to be watching about 40 other people stream. Well, we'll go back to the leaders because we all know what that's going to get exciting, because I bet you right now Cole might not just stay right behind his teammate. I think Cole is going to want to take that win away and show that like I'm the big dog here, that I own this team, I am this team. With 3 laps to go, that 51's making the move. I wonder if he's going to get any help. I don't think so, because I think those cars that are behind him are going to stay in line. Oh, Butters goes to try to help him, and he just runs out of steam. That 51. Oh, that is a struggle for that 51. And that 51 could have changed everything and had 3 cars up top, and they're catching Sharp in the 9 car. These 2 Penske cars and the 19 are just on a tear right now, and it's gonna be tearing up this season, I believe. That 9's gonna stay high, try to stay out of the way of 2 laps to go as they go into turn 1 and 2. They're coming to the backstretch now. Sauce could try to steal that win away. He does have a couple of his. He has a not so much of a teammate, but a Toyota behind him, and that 4 is gonna follow the 51 up top to try to move it. I wonder if they see that run coming. I think Sauce or Cole are going to try to take it and try to get this win. But it's just going to be, I think it's either Gator's going to try to stay in front of, like right behind Mike as they come to the last lap. Here we go. This is what everybody's paid their money for. This is where all the big moves are going to come out. Here we go. Last lap. Going to turn 1 and 2. As you can see, Chase just trying to stay just ahead of them. Stay away from them. And not be a cause of this, any of the cause of the end of the race. Sauce is pulling him back a bit. He's gonna try to make that move. I think right about now he's gonna make that move. You gotta make that move going. There he goes. You gotta make that move going into 3 and 4, because you're gonna carry so much speed into that corner that it could slingshot you across. That 4 tries to make a move, help up that 51, kind of bunches up that outside line. Gator's getting to the inside of the 12. Chase doesn't know where to go. Gator's pushing back. Oh, the 14 slams the 19 and hard into the wall. Ooh, that is not going to end well. The 12 is going to try to take this win away. The 51 banging on the 21's the door. It looks like the 12 got the win, and it looks like 51 came second. I think Sauce is going to have some words for that 14 after the race, because that, I don't think that was for position either, but I'm not too sure till we find out. Yeah, that 14 wasn't racing for a position. Sauce had come in 10th, so that's not going to be a good night for them. But we will be talking to Gator Mike, Big Jim, and Cole Gator in just 1 second, and we'll try to get Sauce in here as well and ask him what happened. why did that 14 maybe give him a bump or two and move him up. So yeah, hang on tight. Congratulates Gator Mike on his first one of the season at Talladega. And give me 1 second and we'll get them in here. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to shoot them all a message. Tell them I want... Alright, we're just waiting. I just shot Cola Gator a message. I know he's probably going to be in the chat with Gator Mike, our winner of tonight's race. And our fastest lap is right now RJ Smitty. So once I get Gator Mike in here, we'll ask him what was the biggest move of the race he thinks helped him out. We'll ask him a bunch of questions, and if you guys have any questions for Gary Mike, shoot them in the comments right now, and I can ask him when he gets in here. So he was running the Pennzoil. I think he was running this one. Yep. Let's get this.
Let's go.
The main man himself. Just waiting for one of your drivers. There he is. I got both of the drivers coming in first and third. How do you guys think? How did tonight go? How do you guys think it went? Bunch of tough racing in there and a lot of beating and banging I saw.
Awesome.
Let's freaking go, baby! Swamp Motorsports for the win. Let's freaking go.
So if you guys running with 3 cars tonight still ended up with the win and in 3rd place.
It was a heck of a race, man. We worked with the Gibbs boys tonight, Sauce's team, and we controlled most of that race. Everybody in that party was in the top 7 or 8 there in that final stage, and it was great working together with those boys. And man, what a heck of a start to the season, trying to defend that title, baby.
So now, Mike, you're as you just said, you're defending the title. You come out in the first race of the season and you win it. What's going on right now? Like, how do you feel? Like, you just came off the championship season and you're going into the new season on a dub with a new team, new owner. How do you feel?
Well, I feel good. Like I said before the race tonight in the pre-race, I went from being the hunter to the hunted. But for some reason, I still feel like I have, I still feel like I have something to prove. I don't know why I feel that, considering I won both titles last season, but I still feel like I got something to prove. And maybe it's just because this field it's got so much more depth than it did last season, and I got some of my friends coming back to come race with me. I don't know what it is, but I wanted to come out and make a statement, and I know the plate tracks that's some of my best tracks. I'm really good at it, or at least I consider myself pretty good at it. And I wanted to come out and make a statement tonight that the champ he doesn't want to go anywhere. So here I am.
So we'll get to you in 1 second, Big Jim. How do you feel about your own team owner trying to make a move onto you on coming to that tri-oval? Like, tries to squeeze his nose on the inside, and you just try to cut that nose off.
Well, that's not how it was originally going to work out, I don't believe. I wouldn't have been upset with Gator if he had made a move on me anyways, but I think he was pretty committed there for a 1-2, 1-2, 3-4, wherever we ended up finish, and I made a mistake there. coming out of turn 4. I looked in my mirror to see what Sauce and them were doing, and it just caused me to slide up a little bit, and that gave Gator just enough room to get his nose in there. And I wasn't about to just throw it away like that, so I gave him a little bit of rubbing, and that's racing, man. And we still got it, still brought it home for a couple of podium finishes here for Swamp Motorsports.
Yeah, for being one of the first races of the season, that was exciting. Big Jim, newer to the season. I haven't really talked to you much this season. I talked to your, I know you're the independent driver. I figured you were probably teaming up with the Gibbs guys, being in the 51. How do you think tonight went?
Yeah, man. Well, first of all, I want to say that I'm really excited to be racing here in the Cobra Kai Cup Series. I've heard really good things about it from multiple sources, so especially Sharp. He's been very high on y'all, so I'm looking forward to the season. But overall, I thought that the race went pretty well. I tried some strategies that ended up not working, and I just went back to the default with Gator and P. Cola, and I was able to at least have a shot at the win. I made a dumb move on the backstretch with 4 to go and lost all my track position, but overall still got back to second, and I think it was a pretty good showing for first race in the series.
Now, you know, within the 4th week or so, a lot of the captains can drop drivers, trade drivers. I think tonight was a great opportunity for you of coming in second and showing what you're made of, and maybe you'll get picked up by a team. Would that interest you, or would that be you want to stick with this 51?
This year.
He's gonna run independent this year, huh?
Yep. He's too good.
I don't know, man. I think that 21 car is probably gonna have an opening, not winning the first race of the season.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Big Jim's the #1 overall pick next season.
Yeah,
no doubt,
100%. When I kept seeing him, I knew he must have been in communication with you guys or somebody, because if I saw that 12 car go up, I knew the 20 car was going up, 21 car going up, and then I saw the 51 just try to slide up right behind them and move. I
attempted. It didn't work though. It just couldn't get to the right rear quarter panel of Gator and side drafting like I wanted to. Kind of got pushed up by the 21. Weird way that works physics wise. Thank you, Heat. But moved me up the track a little bit and just wasn't able to side draft. But I will take second gladly.
Yeah. It was a great showing out of you guys. I'm so glad that the first race ended on the way it did, with the last season champion winning the first race, the independent driver battling for second, and one of the top tier guys that we have in the league as well coming in third. I'm glad that's the way it finished, and I'm glad that you guys had fun, that it was good competitive racing. Just wish the outside line had a little bit more run, but as we all know, in the physics of the game, that doesn't happen. If y'all
Thank y'all
want,
for doing the broadcast.
hey man, we had Brink come in and kind of covered it for a bit when I went to the bathroom and everything, and then I hopped right back in. Once you guys got single file racing, it was just like a commentary in real NASCAR. There's not much to say, not much to do. Just watch cars go around in circles. But I'm gonna try to get Sauce into here. Hopefully Sauce isn't too mad. I know he might have got bumped by that 14 car. I think that it wasn't even for position. I think something had happened. So I'm gonna try to get Sauce in here. And hopefully you guys have a good rest of the season. Yeah. First race in for first race dub.
We didn't have the race to stream last season, so I can't wait to go back and watch. Yesterday was Veterans Day. It means a lot to me personally. So to all the veterans out there, happy Veterans Day. Stay strong. We're in this together as one big family. And to everybody that I worked with in the party tonight, P. Cola, TK270, Kelvin, Long Live the Sauce, and everybody else on Lost on the Sauce's roster. Great job tonight, and can't wait to see the rest of the season. So a GTR, baby!
Well, yeah. Congrats on your win, Mike. Hope for a great season. Big Jim, great race tonight. Hope you get a dub and edge out Mike next time. Cola, You gotta dump them, baby. That's like our Daytona 500. You gotta wreck your own
try it,
mom.
man.
I know,
I'm in
man.
for it.
But yeah, you guys have a great night. And hopefully the rest of the season turns out well for you guys. That you guys do move into the playoffs and go into that Final Four race at Charlotte.
Take care.
See you, buddy.
No problem. See you guys all next week. Now we have the man himself. Long live the Sauce. Sauce. What happened? You were sitting there at the Final Four. You were there. What happened that last couple laps?
It's just unfortunate. Just a few lap down cars up there. A couple of them backed out there at the end. One of them didn't. Just, it's just unfortunate.
Just got caught up?
I had a good run going. Was where I wanted to be at the end and saved enough fuel. And, at the very least, I had a top 4, even if I tried to pass at the end there. But, wasn't in the cards. That's Talladega for you.
Yeah. What happened? From what we saw in the stream was the 14 may have got a little touching you. Is that true, or is that just, or it was just you just kind of got loose and hit the wall?
Well, the 1 and 2 are battling for the win right there, and then you had the 14 a lap down, just kind of there, got hooked up by one of them, and just kind of hit me. I mean, probably not a good place to be.
Yeah, just chain reaction.
But we'll come back next week.
Now, are you and the 14 gonna have beef and maybe shoot some messages together, or is this just gonna be water underneath the bridge and move on?
I'm not worried about it.
Okay. You had a good car. I noticed you were out there for the longest time. He led a lot of laps. He came back, got in the pits. You just own car, and then came out. And I even said, like, Matt, I think pitting by yourself is a struggle on that track.
Well, I was drafting with a few cars in the back there at the end just to save as much as I could. But hey, great race overall. I had fun out there.
Yeah, that's really good, man. I know coming into this season, a chip on your shoulder, trying to get into that Final Four and win that series, and just that happening, man. I noticed that, and I was like, oh, I really hope that lap car did not hit Sauce, because trust me, I knew that if that had happened, it'd be the end of the world. I knew it was going to be a great battle to that line, and I just saw that. I was like, oh, could have been a 4-car battle to the finish.
I'm glad the fans had a good show to look at though tonight.
Oh, that's great, man. Like I noticed that we were getting views. We had guys messaging all over the place, pitching ideas. It was awesome. So I'm talking about like the wheels and who's on a wheel and who's not on the wheel. Like I know you could tell who's like Gator's on his wheel and he's holding that line just perfect on that bottom. But yeah, man, great job tonight. I hope the best for long live the Sauce Motorsports, and hope you do have a great season.
Lost in the sauce.
Lost in the sauce.
Oh yeah, we appreciate you. Appreciate you guys for doing the broadcast. You guys did a great job.
Yeah, man, it's no problem. Like Brink took over, pitched you out there, was talking a bunch. I was trying to help out. It's tough. It is tough on a plate track, that's for sure. But yeah, Sauce. Alright. Next up, we're gonna try to get Chase Beatty in here. Once he gets in here, we're gonna have. That's probably gonna be the last guy we have in, and then once that happens, there he.
Chase Beatty in here talking about.
There he is, Mr. Speeding Penalty himself. A lot of people
God damn it.
A lot of people had brought that up. I just flipped over to you. I noticed you in your #1 gear wrench car for Venom Racing, and I noticed you pitted with your team. I was like, oh, they have a good chance. They have a good chance. And I noticed.
They fucked our strategy, bro. And pardon me, I'll take the goddamn fine. Fuck this fucking shit. Man, I'm going down there to fucking pit, bro. We're there, me, Bass, War Pig, Taddy, Wasted, we're all just minding our own business. Fucking Team Chevy, baby. Team Chevy! We're going down there to fucking pit, bro. We're getting woed up. And then I see one of these goddamn Stewart Haas racing Fords come below the yellow line. I'm like, oh, motherfucker gonna pit with us. Hell no, I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know if he was trying to get slowed down to pit with us at the last second. But man, that motherfucker hit me in my ass end, and I hit pit road at about 150, and I knew it was over, bro. I was like, well, I'm not gonna repeat all the shit that I said in that voice chat.
Trust me, I can imagine, because we'll have one heck of a radioactive coming in.
Oh, the radioactive. It was radioactive, all right. Man, you know I hate these goddamn races. I speed all the fucking time, man.
I was gonna say, how do you feel that this isn't the first time, and this won't probably be the last?
No, it definitely won't be the last time. When we go to Daytona, man, I might as well just get the goddamn broadcast booth. Fuck that piece of shit, too.
Man, I noticed you had a great race. You and Taddy trying to make that outside work, and trust me, I thought a couple times I saw you guys push right up and just not have the help behind. Hopefully
Listen, man. At the end of the day, I'm not a little pansy. I'm going up there and I'm making a move. I'm not going to ride 17th place in a freaking single car line. Fuck that shit. We're here to goddamn run up front. We're here to make moves. And goddamn, I was making crazy moves. I don't know how the fuck I didn't wreck myself or others. I told you I was going to be Chase Stenhouse Jr. tonight, baby. That's exactly what I was. And I'm damn if I didn't finish like him, too.
Hey, man. I just want to say you had a great race. Even recovering, trying to come back from that. I noticed you charged your way up. Just saying you had a great race. I hope your team does really well. I was trying to catch you before we got into the pre-race and everything, but just didn't have enough time. I did happen to talk to Mike, Cola, and Butters. Hopefully next week I won't be here. Hopefully Brink can take over for it for that week. Hopefully they can get Taddy, your captain, in there and kind of explain what the reason why he drafted his team the way he did. And yeah, I know a couple of these tracks kind of favored to you. We had the Indy Road Course track you dominated at last year.
Oh, I'm gonna skull fuck the field at that one. I just want them to all know, but I hope they're listening to this shit right now. I put it in the voice chat. This is coming straight from my black ass mouth, motherfuckers. I am gonna destroy you motherfuckers at the Indy Road Course.
Well, man, I just wanted to say...
Put the bounties on me. Put them on me. I'm the money man, baby. Come at me.
Alright, boy. I'll make sure that's in the chat by tonight, that the bounty on for Chase for Indy Road Course is on. But yeah, man, I wanted to say thanks for the opportunity for letting me and Brink host these the live streams. It's fun to watch. Fun there to be there. Had about 5-6 people commenting in there, talking about who's on the wheel, what's going on. Brosi, man, he was the one that said you had a 15-second penalty for speeding. That's how I knew. I noticed that you were sitting in the wheel. I thought you had lagged out, and I was like, oh, well, that's a speeding penalty for Chase.
Yeah, they gave me an extra 5 seconds because I was flipping off the goddamn NASCAR official, man, so they're holding me.
Well, man, I know like coming down the ranks might be a little bit of sensitivity training, so I'd just be watching out for that.
They might give me a 1-week suspension. Might see somebody else behind the wheel. The number 1 car at Phoenix. Don't know yet. It's gonna be one hell of a when they call me to the holler tonight, man. It's gonna be one hell of a meeting.
Oh man, I just wanted to say you thanks for the opportunity. But on that note, this is Chewy. And that's Chase. Brink was in with us here a little bit earlier. I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching and stay safe, have fun. And Cobra Kai will be at, I think you said Phoenix, right? Next week? Yep, Phoenix Raceway for the Fan Shield 250, 156 laps.
Yeah.
So, and Fire Slayer has said bounty accepted. He is going to run you off the track at Indy Road Course.
I'm just sitting here, man. Slayer, you're like 7th on the list, guys. I'm worried about at that damn track. So.
All right, buddy. Good race. Thank you for everybody that's watching. Chase, watch your back, man. I don't think it's just gonna be Indy Road Course now. I think it's gonna be every track. Alright. No problem, buddy.